The Chinook Pass area offers excellent spring and summer ski touring after the road access on Highway 410 is established in the late spring. It is possible to access this area early in the winter, but the limited snow coverage affects route choices during that time of year. Several tours are possible, but the longest runs are found coming off Naches Peak, which is on the southeast side of the highway and dominates the southern view from the pass. The area north of the pass behind Yakima Peak has some short runs off the Yakima Peak ridges. It is possible to ski the traverse to Crystal Mountain ski area to the northeast. Such a traverse should only be attempted during the late spring or summer when the snow is fully consolidated due to numerous avalanche areas along the route. Drive up Highway 410 to Cayuse Pass, then follow the highway east to Chinook Pass. Just as you arrive at the pass, there is a small parking lot on the left just west of Tipsoo Lake, which is the starting point of the tour. From the parking lot, head southeast towards the bowl on the west side of Naches Peak, and climb up the west ridge to a saddle at 5,870 feet. At this saddle you have a choice to either switch back straight up the ridge line to the skier's summit of Naches Peak, or do a climbing traverse along the south face of the peak. From the south approach you will eventually connect up to the east ridge, then switch back west to the skier's summit, which is just south of the main rocky summit at 6,320 feet. There are spectacular views of Mount Adams and Mount Rainier from this point. Let's explore several options for skiing down Naches Peak. They are all dependent on the snow and cornice stability, so choose the route that fits the conditions. Because these runs are relatively short, expect to do several climbs to ski the runs that are available. The west ascent off Naches Peak takes you back into the basin that is close to the start of the tour. This is the longest ascent and can be saved until the end of the day. Slip down the south aspect of the skier's summit along the southwest ridge to find a slot above a large rocky band. Traverse right into the basin until you have passed the trees that are perched above the rock band. It is moderately steep initially but opens into a very wide run to the bottom of the basin. Head directly south from the skier summit into the nicely spaced trees and you will find that it opens up nicely about 6,200 feet down to 5,600 feet. Below that level it is heavily forested and quite steep, terrain that is best avoided. The best runs are to the east and northeast. With stable conditions, skiers can drop into the bowl between the cornices along the east ridge for some superb descents. There are a number of slots to drop into the northeast bowl, depending on both your ability and the snow stability. The intermediate level descent into the basin is directly down the east ridge, avoiding the cornices and the northeast bowl, and then making a northerly turn to the skier's left once past the steepest part of the bowl. you want to head further into the backcountry, you can also descend to the southeast towards Dewey Lake. The terrain south of this lake has some appealing slopes that would be ideal for a longer day tour or overnight stay. After finishing the runs you choose, ski back to the west across the south face of Naches Peak and descend to the northwest into Tipsoo Lake Basin to finish the tour.